together. Projecting a sense of tactical dominance may deter it from attacking. For now.
The Trigon could be anywhere. Close formation!
Here it comes. Hold formation and advance.
Xenos filth over there! Insurgent ground! Rally and relocate, brothers! Tarry not, and scatter not! That silence intimidates violence. That target for rallying fresh warriors. Failed at open. Failed. Our adversary wishes to renew their assault. Deny them any advantage. We will not be faced with additional numbers. Reload. Ammunition here. Galaxy is not yours to devour, High Beast. Rally and relocate, brothers. Tarry not, and scatter not. Rearm. Progenoids retreat. Deploying fragmentation grenade. Fresh cartridge. Rally and relocate, brothers. Watch for the beast. Tarry not, and scatter not. Execute that one. Let them summon aid. We stop their call for aid. Let us finish this. We crush the ravenous brood beneath our feet. That one's one in the third order. Our foes' wretched forces grow. Bask in the Emperor's glory. Here comes the Trigon! Skitter to the grave, Signor. This foothold is a bulwark against the Warhammer. Fresh magazine. The wrong one's back. Tonight. I'll do it in its extinction. No foe. Rally and relocate, brothers. Tarry not and scatter not. This galaxy's the door. Our banner awaits unfurled. That swarm of thieves. Fresh cartridge. This locus gives us a tactical advantage. Rally and relocate, brothers. Close ranks and hunker down. Tarry not and scatter not. Take cover! Reload! Waste nothing, brothers! Restoring vitality. Equipment found. Searching round. Comes the Trigon! Look, the beast changes its vector. Rally and relocate, brothers. Tarry not, and scatter not.
A lift station lies just ahead, Meridian. Considering the Trigon's presence is incidental to our objective, utilize the lift to reroute closer to Metrian's keep.
Understood, Migos. The lift is within our sights. Fail my hope. That silenced the Tyranids' violence. Trigon in sight! Fresh cartridge. Weak Tyranids dispatched. Fresh magazine.
I have summoned the transport lift at the request of Nico's Gallio. Remain patient. Transport lift inbound.
Thanks. I have transmitted no authorizations.
Perhaps we can disorient the beast if we reposition frequently.
Transport lift status incomprehensible. Begins, ceases.
Move until the lift arrives.
Enemy reserves incoming! Prepare to strike them down! Go! Regroup on the lift!
Metrian welcomes you to Longimus Gamma Bio Research Facility. Please do not disturb the lift. It would be a waste. I have no music to play while you descend. Use the silence to contemplate your futile, brutal existence in service to a desiccated cause.
Something is amiss with this servo skull.
Viridian, the servo skull is enslaved to an unknown master. I am...
Irritant signal silenced. Continue to discuss your fate amongst yourselves. Changes.
Place your faith in Magos Gallio, brothers.
A suggestion: abandon Gallio's misguided vendetta against the Magos biologists. Do you know what Gallio and Metrian achieved together in the past? Ask about Project Zeta 6 if you ever speak to him again.
What Mechanicus foolery is this?
sure those skulls of little concern to the objective. Failed that ultimate fate.
I hereby order you to turn your weapons on the chapter.
Searching round. Skitter to the grave.
The city system will be out.
Door.
You passed the correct door. It was behind you, where your corpse shall soon go.
Fresh cartridge. That is the last of yours. Filthy seeds. Load up. The Imperium provides.
Without Ignoel-Mitrian, you will all be dead by now.
That one's calling reserve forces. No Trigon shall compromise our objective. Before the day's end, it shall die at our hands.
I was worried you had fallen victim to Mitrian's mastery of malphonic disruptive frequencies, but now the uncomfortable sensation associated with relief cools my remaining skill. Be warned, Viridian. Mitrian cannot hope to stand against you alone, so she will lie and store in hope the Xenos swarm will devour you. Case in point, she has enslaved that servant skull as a crude mouthpiece. But give her word zero credibility for the mission's sake. And your own.
Mitrian has failed thus far, and she will continue to fail.
Clouds you down your antics.
Throwing anti-armor grenade. You failed that ultimate. Failed. Keep going forward.
forces. The facility is well stocked in mining gear. Requisition melter charges to eradicate the tunnels and halt the infestation.
Find the melter workers and dispatch. Plant the melter charges on top their moldering passageways. Melter charge acquired.
Authorization granted. Exercise.
When you die, I will dutifully record your house of
Purify their
agony and
fetid tunnels with the
intimidation.
melter charges. Cleanse those Xenos passages. Purify their fetid tunnels with the melter charges. Cleanse those Xenos
Your ratchet breeds the beacon to the Tyranid swarm, drawing them closer and closer.
Plant the melter charges atop their moldering passageways. Stop that target from rallying fresh warriors. Purify their fetid tunnels with the melter charges. Plant the melter charges atop their moldering
Past the French door,
passageways.
it was behind you, where your corpses shall soon rot.
I have a melter charge. Clear a path.
Authorization denied. Return melter charge upwards.
Cleanse those Xenos passages. Looking melter in place. Purify their fetid tunnels with the melter charges. Keep scanning for signs of the Trigon.
Your brothers think you are the weakest among them.
Our soldiers shall fellow the Zone Hope's death. Skither to the graves. This tide of Xenos is dead. Fresh magazine.
Select preferred method of execution, decapitation, desiccation, defenestration, embalmment, drowning, dissection. Would you
Another
like to hear
Xenos
more?
atrocity. Ria! There is no going.
Inside the facility, you'll find Metrian cowering in her data enclave.
Gallia, old friend of mine. If you missed our binaric discourses, you could have sent communication. I observe you still
None of this
pathetically
matters.
cling to views of soft tissue. Remember, meat lacks efficiency, whereas metallic alloys stave off corrosion and degradation for far longer.
How far you have fallen, that I must drag you back into the light.
Follow me through.
Three meat lackeys seems like overkill, Gallio. You think too highly of me. These poor, inert variables shall perish here, devoured by the Tyranids. And you do not care.
Metrian shut down power to the uplink terminals. You must resupply the generator with a backup power cell. She hopes the Terrorists will annihilate you, but she underestimates the second company.
Search the area for a power cell.
I beseech you, Galio, bear witness to the summation of our divine arithmetic from long ago. Remember Project Zeta 6?
As my theorems predicted, your life vector has converged with renegade factors, and Zeta 6 was a waste of computational resources and one perfectly good rocks. Surrender now, and perhaps leniency can be granted. After the mind probes, of course.
You are a redundant functionary. Your Astartes shall die here, alone, in the dark.
Who has eyes on a power cell? This power cell has been charged.
Power cells will restore the functionality of the generators.
Grenade in. Our glorious battle strengthens ours. Armor annihilated the blue. Crush the ravenous blue. Magazine. That's something Xenos Horde. A victory for the Imperium. You failed at Ultra. Failed. Power cell identified.
These generators need power.
Where shall I plant this flag? Execute that one, lest it summon aid. Steel yourself! All are coming!
Light and darkness. How easily flesh parts deceive their perception.
Disrupt her attempts to connect with the Facilities network. Metrium will seize any opportunity to damage crucial data, which would deem this mission a failure. Do not let her connect to the consoles.
Disconnect the cowering techniques from her cradle of wires.
I am copies of copies, backups of backups, and I degrade not. You have already fallen.
Dig in and defend! Fire on those mines! Commencing signal severance. Skitter to the grave. Fresh cut. This console is on.
Return to Metrium's containment unit. See, Metrium, the more you thrash, the deeper you set our hopes.
The weapon beast is destroyed.
These tender drops of Astartes' flesh have accomplished nothing, Galio. My imagination is already achieving my designs. You are foolish. Silence! Meridian, confirm possession of her quivering mass of computational gray matter.
The asset does not seem back to serve.
Pilot, Meridian is ready for evacuation. Sending updated extraction coordinates to you now, Meridian.
This galaxy is not yours to devour. Our adversary wishes to elude their assault. Deny them any advantage. You failed at oath. Faith. That silence. There will be more foes to overcome, and we will succeed. Fresh cut. the ravenous brood beneath our... Stop that target from riding fresh water. Keep going forward. Resources acquired. Waste nothing, brothers. Rarely do operations have a clean exit.
Warspec scan confirms this is the correct vector.
Every last Xenos for the Imperium! Take cover! The Imperium provides. Tossing crack. We crush the ravenous brood beneath our feet. That swarm of Xenos. Rearm. Inserting rounds. Reload. The bomb wants back up. Deny it. Throwing anti-armor. That silenced the Tunic fire shit. There is no going back, brothers.
I cannot land with that borrowing abomination lurking about.
Deep scans have penetrated the atmospheric disturbances and Metrium's meddling code. Trigon vulnerability data pushed to your displays.
Grant this monstrosity no quarter.
Aim for the cracks in its chitinous armor.
fissure! Place melter orbits! Cleanse those Xenos passages! I hate these rancid vermin, but killing them is gratifying. Purify their fetid tunnels with the melter charges. Plant the melter charges atop their moldering passageways. Filthy Xenos aberrations! Purge them all! Cleanse those Xenos passages! Ready to deploy. Look for an attack from above! Honor our captive color! Guard yourself, brother! Locate melter charges and cauterize the hive tunnels! Purify their infected tunnels with the melter charges! I hate these rancid vermin, but killing them is gratifying. Melter, ready. Plant the melter charges atop their moldering passageways. Our banner awaits us. Right on counterattack. behaviors.
Ignoel Metrian and the historical dataset she possesses are for Mechanicus eyes only. But rest assured, she is in trustworthy hands now. You have my gratitude for your efforts, and I shall recommend some honorifics for your service, of course. There is much to pass, much to learn, and much to reminisce about.